Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel, and today I will be showing you guys a very exciting video today. I'm just going to be showing you guys some old footage of how my furniture in my room look like, and clearly you can see that it is very much all wood and old furniture that has been passed on in my family for quite a while now, and honestly I was getting tired of the wood and the color scheme. So later on in this video, you'll see me paint all of this furniture into a completely different color, but first let's get on to cleaning. It was honestly time for a huge closet cleaning and just donate some old clothes because I have way too much and I've been having so little space lately in my dresser drawers and closet, so I really thought that this was the perfect time to just get rid of all of these clothes that I don't really wear anymore. And since I do have to take all the drawers and stuff out in order for me to paint them, I'm just gonna be taking out all the clothes from them, and later on I'll sort them out, which you'll see very soon. And I don't know if it's just me, but I really love it when I watch videos of people cleaning out their closet and stuff and do a time lapse, so you'll definitely be seeing a lot of that in this video. So just sit back and enjoy the mellow lo-fi music I put on in the background for you when those parts come on. But I'll be having timestamps if you guys want to scrub through them instead, going through the different things that I've done during the process. So clearly you can see that I have so many clothes in my drawers, and basically you're just gonna see this for a while. I took out so much stuff, but you'll see later on that I actually ended up donating maybe about 25 or even 50% of the clothes that I have in here. It was just time for me to donate a bunch of clothes that I didn't wear anymore, and I'm glad that someone else will be able to have them. But yeah. So right here, I'm just prepping the mirror by taping the sides so that I don't get any paint on the mirror. Okay, so on a side note, this video was inspired by the lovely YouTuber Mia Maples, so I'll link her down below. She's been doing so many room renovations and furniture revamps that it honestly inspired me to make a video as well, because I've been wanting to paint my furniture for a really long time, so she finally inspired me to do something about it. So feel free to check her out because she's literally the most wholesome YouTuber I know, and she puts out great content as well, so yeah, go check her out. I've done this off camera, but my dad and brother has moved out my furniture out of my room and into the backyard, and I've also vacuumed this because it literally hasn't been moved in years. So enjoy this part of me vacuuming because honestly it's literally disgusting, so I'm glad I was able to clean this part. And also, my fashion choice is not the best in this video. I'm clearly dressed in very baggy clothes, and my bun is a not so pretty bun. But you know what? You guys could just ignore that, you know? Like, who wants to be uncomfortable when they're doing a whole room renovation, a whole paint job? Nobody needs to dress pretty here, okay? So, so just ignore my outfit, okay? Okay, awesome. I'm sad that I didn't film the before of this part because I'm stupid, but I'm also renovating my old bed as well. So I'm just cleaning out the drawers that are placed under the bed. So unfortunately in the end of the video, you won't be able to see what my bed looked like before, and I'll just be showing the after of what it looked like. So I'm really sorry about that. I don't know what came through my mind and how I skipped filming that part, but yeah. Just so you know, I'm renovating the bed as well, painting the bed as well, cleaning out the bed, and yeah. So this is the first day out of the 4-day weekend from the MLK holiday. So my goal here was to essentially clean out my closet and paint all the furniture and place them all back into my room in a span of 4 days. It was a challenge, but hey, I did it, guys. I'm proud of myself, and I hope you guys are proud of me too. But anyways, yeah, the first day was just cleaning out all of my drawers, choosing what clothes to donate or throw away. So stay tuned for day 2 where we start painting. But for now, let's just take a closer look as to how my room is looking like right now. So yeah, clearly everything is all over the floor, and this is just my dresser portion, guys. I haven't even gone into the closet yet, but I'll quickly go through that. I believe in day 2, but for now, I'm just going to be cleaning out my drawers and all that stuff. Okay guys, so as I was cleaning out the stuff under my bed, I came across all of my old One Direction stuff that I had from when I was a huge One Direction stan. And when I tell you guys that it was so hard for me to look at these and finally donate them, it's heartbreaking, you know? I'm finally splitting away from my babies. Like, this is a giant leap for me. I've been keeping it this whole time, but you know what? I don't need it anymore. I don't use it. I don't look at it. So it's finally time for me to just donate all of these. And not gonna lie, I shed a tear a little bit. But you know what? It's okay. We'll go through this together. You like to see me struggle. You like to see me in pain. So it's all right. So pretty much once I settled all of the donations from the One Direction stuff, I'm basically just gonna go in and grab another box for donations, and I'm just focusing this time around on my handbags or backpacks or anything like that. I don't like throwing things in there, so I like to fold them and tuck them in very neatly. So that's why you see me doing that here, and I'm just tidying up the workspace. And once that's done, I'm gonna go ahead and head into all of my clothing that I've taken out in my dressers, and I'm gonna sort them by what I want to keep and what I want to donate. So I have a tiny little box for my bathing suits and stockings and leggings that I don't use anymore. So that's what you see here. And then pretty much I'm just gonna get to folding and go in with my band t-shirts first. And this literally hurt my heart because I don't wanna separate from my band t-shirts because it's memories from concerts and things like that. But you know what? There are literally just some t-shirts that I never wear anymore. So I had to part from them, which is sad. Hurts my heart a little bit, just like the One Direction stuff, but I'll get over it eventually. So the rest of the stuff are just, you know, pajamas and home clothes, all sorts of that type of stuff. And yeah, again, I like to fold them really nicely so that I save space in both my dressers and also in the donation boxes. I have a certain technique to fold my clothes to save the most amount of space, and as you can see here, they're all sorted by sweatshirts, by t-shirts, by pajama sets, pajama pants, running shorts, all things like that. So once I'm done with that, I'm just gonna head into the closet portion, and like I said, this is just all my clothing stuff. In day 2, I'm gonna actually head into all of the boxes and other storage stuff that I have in my closet, but for now I'm just primarily focusing on the clothes. And this really took a toll on me because I literally have so many clothes that I'm running out of room to put clothes in there, so this had to be done. I'm basically just separating out all of the jackets that I want to keep and what I want to donate, and yeah, pretty straightforward. This is a heavy chunk of the video because I do have a lot of clothes. So you can see here that my room again is such a huge mess, and I'm just gonna be donating so much of that. So once I knew what I had to donate, I just decided to fold them neatly so that I'll grab a plastic bag since I did run out of boxes, and just save some space in those plastic bags and also on my floor. So I just went back in and started putting away all of my jackets and coats back in my closet, sorting them out by sweaters and long sleeves and winter coats and thicker coats and all of that type of stuff. I even put in my summer clothes on the right side of my closet just because those things I don't want to fold in my dresser. So I don't know if you saw earlier, but I actually had this rounded closet organizer, and I ended up taking that out and just moving this square organizer to the left side. So that's pretty much all I did for tonight. So I'll see you next time for day 2. Okay guys, so it's day 2 and I'm currently outside with my dad and we've started to paint the drawers, and as you can see, my accent color for my furniture is this beautiful surf blue, and for this blue I'm going to be using the chalk spray paint. And guys, my dad and I aren't professionals. We are very lazy people. We're literally the definition of lazy. So don't get mad at us when you see that we haven't primed or sanded any of the furniture. But let me tell you that it has been a couple of weeks and the furniture still looks amazing without all of the prep work that we skipped. Honestly, this chalk spray paint is the love of my life. It saved so much time. It was so quick, so effortless, and so easy. Later on, I'm going to be using just the normal chalk paint, and honestly, it was much more time consuming and not as consistent as the chalk spray paint, but just know that I ended up using about 3 to 4 bottles of the blue chalk spray paint. Each spray paint bottle was about $6 to $7, so it is hefty on the price side, but just know you will be saving a lot of time if you do end up using the chalk spray paint. So in this portion, I did end up taking out the dresser handles and I did spray paint them gold to act as an accent color for my drawers. So now we're painting the mirror with this chalk paint in the shade Linen White, and this was honestly an awesome type of paint that we used. This is the first time that I'm ever using chalk paint, and it was super pigmented, so we only needed about 2 coats to fully paint all of the furniture. So I did notice when I went to the store that there was actually a chalk paintbrush and it was $30, and I really didn't want to spend $30 on a paintbrush just because I am trying to, try to do this on a budget and save as much money as possible. So the stuff that my dad and I are using aren't necessarily the correct type of equipment to use, but it did end up looking perfectly fine in the end. Alright, so after a couple hours of taking a break, my dad disassembled my bed, and I pretty much did the same process with what I did where I vacuumed the dresser area. Once this is done, I can pretty much get into organizing and cleaning out what I need to get rid of tomorrow morning. I should probably do something about this cable management that I got going on over here. I just have a bunch of extension cords because the way that my room is set up, my bed kind of like the switch from the lamp is like in the wrong spot, so I need an extension cord. But yeah, sorry if my cords bother you. Also, I did end up having to sleep on the floor for 4 days straight. It was honestly kind of nice, not gonna lie, but yeah, this ended up being my home for the past 4 days. Alright, so welcome to day 3, and pretty much what I did today was just clean out all of the boxes and other stuff that I had stacked in my closet. I ended up donating literally so much stuff since I haven't touched any of these things in years. Probably even some stuff that I had from freshman year of high school, and I'm in my 4th year of college right now, so that kind of says a lot. I like to hoard things, but you know what? It's time for a change, okay? I'm finally getting rid of it. So I have these small little organization buckets that I bought from Target way back, and I just stuffed some stuff that I never really used anymore, and it was just sitting on the top of my shelf forever. So I'm glad that I'm going to be able to get rid of all of these little trinkets and stuff that I have. It was honestly kind of fun because I ended up running into some stuff that my old friends gave me and some letters that I got to read. It was honestly just really nice. So onto the big boy, I actually ended up taking out all of my yearbooks in that back shelf that you see in the corner, and I ended up putting it in there and then just stuffing all of my Disneyland themed stuff and all of my Apple box products in there, and then I ended up keeping that tucked in on the top shelf of my closet. I'm a super organized person, so this time around I decided to group some items together and label them on the sides of the container so that it's pretty much easy access if I need to find something quickly rather than having to go through a bunch of boxes trying to find what I need later on. So now that that's out of the way, I ended up grabbing some old shoe boxes that I just had lying around in my closet. Don't ask me why, but I did, and I just disassembled those and put those in the recycling bin and went on about with cleaning up and throwing away the rest of the stuff. So yeah, I did start to label all of the other smaller boxes and then just putting them into this small little shoe rack that I bought at Target. And then I'm going to move on into the buckets where I ended up actually taking out some items from my pink file cabinet from the beginning of the video that you saw, and then just essentially getting rid of everything that was in that cabinet and putting it all in my closet in these cute little bins that I got from Target. After that, I just did all of the small little items that didn't really fit anywhere and put them in the storage bins as well. That's pretty much what I did for the entire day because honestly I had so many things to clean, so let's just cut to the next day. Alright, so my dad and I woke up pretty early in the morning to finish painting the rest of the furniture, and not gonna lie, it was super windy that day, and since I was pretty desperate to get this done in 4 days, I kind of convinced my dad to still continue painting, but don't be dumb like me because that was kind of a horrible decision, as you'll see very soon.
3 hours later.
So yeah, even though my phone fell, I still continued to go about painting the rest of the furniture just because I was really eager to get it done. As you see here, I'm painting the side of my bed right here, and yeah, this kind of went on for quite a while, you know, nothing too fancy, just the same old procedure the whole time. Obviously, since it was windy, the wind ended up knocking my phone over once again, and at that point I just decided not to film and just paint the rest of the stuff off camera. Okay, so the next day, after we waited for the paint to dry, we ended up reassembling the furniture, with the bed being the first thing that we assembled. Literally, this part was so funny because all of that hard work that my dad just did, the moment of realization when my dad found out that he actually screwed on the wrong side of the left side of my bed and he had to unscrew all of that and then just re-screw it on, it was honestly pretty sad. But you know what? We got through it. He got through it, and yeah. I ended up doing this off camera as well, but I also spray painted these little caps that went onto my bed gold as well to match with the handles that were on my dresser. And after that was done, I just started putting my bed back together and all of my sheets, and we're good to go for that part. It already looks so much better than how it used to be, and if you've been following me for a while, you know that my channel theme is a super cute light blue, and even though the shade of blue from the furniture isn't the exact same as my channel theme, it's still super cute, and I think it makes a great accent color in my room, and it's a complete turnaround from the old brown wood that I originally had. So my dad and brother once again placed my heavier pieces of furniture into my room off camera, so all I really had to do was put the drawers back in. I ended up taking out the taper's tape off of the mirror, and it was kind of a tedious process because it kept getting stuck in between the crack between the wood and the mirror portion, and I didn't notice that I actually painted on the mirror at some parts, so it's not the best looking, but I still got the job done. And once that was over, I just started putting the drawers once again into my dresser. Okay, now this part's kind of funny because it was kind of like a puzzle. I could not understand how to put it back together for the life of me because I thought the drawers could just be placed anywhere, but clearly I was wrong. So yeah, this pretty much took a long time and it was kind of funny to watch, so enjoy me suffering. So anyways, after that happened, once everything was all good and put together, all I really had to do was reorganize all of my clothes and put them back, and after that everything was pretty much finished. So stay tuned for the reveal very soon. Okay, so the way that I organize my clothes is kind of specific. On the taller dresser with the 5 drawers, I add all of my winter clothes in there, all of my long sleeves, my sweatshirts, sweatpants, and pajama sets. And then on the longer, shorter dresser, I ended up putting all of my clothes that I wear to like go out essentially. So the first thing that you saw was me having all of my t-shirts all neat and tidy on the top side, folding very, very thin, and then just pretty much did the same exact stuff for the rest of the dresser, you know. I actually ended up having 2 empty drawers because of how much clothes I ended up donating, which is really awesome. So it's great to make more room for future clothing. But anyways, yeah, that was pretty much everything that I did. I ended up doing this in actually 5 days. So I actually took an extra day, which was Tuesday, the day after MLK holiday, to assemble all of the furniture back together and put all of my clothes back in. But that really wasn't a big of a deal for me, just because with the way that my college schedule is right now, I don't have school on Tuesdays, so it worked out perfectly, and I was able to get this job done in 5 days, which is really awesome. And I thank my dad and my brother so much for helping me paint and lift up all of my heavy furniture for me. So yeah, just stay tuned for the final result of the before and after of my room, and see you then.